No. Wait a second. No. Wait. Okay, let's establish something right now. I can already see you guys making comments. Okay, let let's just get this out in the open right now. Okay, I am not late. Okay, I'm not late. Okay, and YouTube, I apologize. Even though this is not my fault, you can tell I'm using a different camera. The angle is different. The zoom is different. All that good stuff. Because you know what? My camera went kaput on me right as I was about to start the show. And I had like 60 seconds to change out to a different camera and come back on the show. And so, you know, with my crack team here that I have with me, meaning Mama Bear and Little Cub, they raced over and saved me, you know, because I needed an extra set of paws to get all that done on time. I was not late. Alexa, play Hide by NASA.
Hide, Trocula's Remix by NASA.
Now it's going to play in your house too? Is it playing in your house too? I know I got some of you. Be honest. Woo! I can't wait to do this when I'm in Arizona. R8RBEAR! 0 to 60 like that. Okay, I am a human Bugatti, and I run like one too. Yes, Asal Tante Oso, that bear you all know, out of hibernation to entertain Raider Nation. That bear, born where? Oakland! Come on, who remembers? I used to do that every show, and I stopped when we moved to Las Vegas. But I had to one time because it came up in my memories. Often imitated, never duplicated. That fool with no hand that shouts like Rick. Woo! And puts butts in him. The Raider Raiders! Now put that in your bag and smoke it. And I was not late. I wasn't. Alexa, shut up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And she doesn't even backsass me anymore when I say that. At first, she kind of backsassed me. She did. She was like, does that really mean that you'd like me to stop playbacking your music? I'm like, yes. Stop playbacking my music. That's not the proper way to say it. I spoke too fast. Tradish! R8RBEAR Live! What did I just do? Doggone it. Oh, this show is just action-packed tonight. All this, wait. All this additional stuff. I swear there's football. I swear. R8RBEAR Live. First comment, woo, MVP tonight goes to, oh yeah, I didn't want to give it away too quick. Dustin King. Okay, look, Josh Russell, we're opening up the title one more time. Dustin King deserves a rematch. Okay, he's opened up Monday with a gold. He deserves a rematch. We know he's the #1 contender. Okay, so this week, Josh Russell, you got to step up your game. I can almost feel Josh laughing. Like, yeah, okay, sure. Okay, he's literally Rocky, like at his best. Okay, and Dustin King, you are Clubber Lang, but we know how it ends with Clubber Lang. Speaking of which, Josh Russell champion of the world, at least on this page. And our silver medalist tonight, Josh Russell. Oh, wait, I lost my drum. Third place, my bronze medal, Jim Vanderlyn, checking in from YouTube. Appreciate you and all of you YouTube watchers out there. If you would, consider a subscription to R8RBEAR family and R8RBEAR. If you would, like and hit that little subscription bell so you get reminders of when I'm going to be on, because I love doing my show and I hope you enjoy my show. And if you do that stuff I just said. And for those of you on Facebook, please consider a subscription to R8RBEAR family page. It's just $5 a month. You can cancel at any time, but you won't want to, because you will hear about the amazing things we've been able to do all over the world for children, for homeless people, for single moms. I can go on and on. We're even working with the World Wildlife Foundation, and we've saved, Mama Bear told me now, 3 animals. I knew we had an elephant we were paying for what it eats, a tiger we were paying for what it eats, and then she said we have a 3rd one now, but I don't even remember what it is. It's like we'll save another child, next week, and I'll be like, yeah. John LaJoy, technically, you were my bronze medalist because Jim snuck in from YouTube. That doesn't count. Yeah, it does. Bear, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. So, oh, hi, Corinna Trujillo. What's up? Dominic Cliver, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Oh, so Raider, what's up? President, TNBC crew in the house. Hold on, I gotta show him real quick. Check it out, Oso. TNBC crew in the house, President Oso Raider, checking in. We are going to be doing a complete blacking out thoroughly of Miami. Miami will get blacked out. It is happening. TNBC crew will be in Miami for that first road game in Miami against the Dolphins. And Mama Bear and the R8RBEAR going to be there. So if you're from the Miami area, rude boy Raider, if you might be watching, if you're from the Miami area, that's going to be your opportunity to come out and hug a bear. And bears give the best because we get bear hugs. So come out and see us. It's going to be a great time. Joe McMillan, what's up, Joe? Welcome to the show. Great picture, bro. That's actually the same one, huh? Okay, I remember that. Steeler Val, what's up? James Farrell, yo, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. Greetings from Germany. Mark, Raider Nation. Mark, I appreciate the love, brother. Welcome to the show all the way from Germany. I know you're up late. Stephen Bobo, what's up, though? That's my guy right there. Dominic Clever Bear said, even when I'm late, I'm still on time. It's true, okay? If you saw a bear in front of you like this one, but I mean like one of the grizzlier types, hairier, bigger, by a few 100 pounds, you going to tell it it's late? No, you're not going to tell it anything. You're just going to run. Yeah, the tailgate, doing it big for the opener, and it's going to be hype. And then there's going to be lots of other secret down low stuff that I'm not supposed to tell you about, but I'm still going to tease it. But there's some super down low secret meeting stuff, like beyond the VIP party, the after party to the after party. Oh, it's going down like that. Yeah. I'm hoping to be invited. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to be there. James Farrell said the Nuggets are up. Yeah. Me and Oso Raider, that's the only beef we have right now. His Lakers ended my Warriors. Outside of that, we're bros. Mark, Raider Nation, I will be there. Yes, sir. Can't wait. Hi, Mr. R8RBEAR. I just finished my math work. Mommy is starting to teach me algebra. Wow. Tommy, look at you, big boy. Keep it up. I like that. Rumors say the A's might move to Orlando. James Farrell, there's a lot of stuff in the news, but to be quite honest with you, it's going to be Vegas. They have to keep talking about different things. They'll speculate. You always have these guys. People that have watched my show religiously for years will know what I'm talking about when I tell you it's clickbait. It's reporters that can say, okay, yes, the A's did at some point reach out to Orlando and ask some questions. And once they do that, that immediately allows the reporter to take that story and embellish it. Tommy, look up embellish. Tommy, it's embellish. Look up embellish. I know last time I only said it once real quick and you missed it. Look up embellish. Don't embellish things. Just tell people things how it is. Okay, maybe you don't have to look it up now. DPC, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. No, no, Mama Bear. No, don't do that. I was not late. All right, I got Corinna. Raiders, you're late. No, it was not rigged, David. You may be Mount Rushmore, but it was not rigged. Steeler Val giving it to me now. Daryl Neal, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Tom Shepard, any word from the Marcus Peters visit? Tom Shepard, I haven't heard anything back from it yet, but to be quite honest with you, a sit down like that with a free agent at this point of the year, there's no way to know where that's at this point. It's really early. You know what I mean? It's really early. And then also, I'm not implying anything. I'm just giving you guys my experience, and my experience tells me you always have to ask yourself the question: is Tom Shepard, is Marcus just in town for leverage, or is he there legitimately negotiating with the Raiders and will either get a job or won't? You know what I mean? See, sometimes, you have guys like Deshaun Jackson, who I will never forgive for this, but Deshaun Jackson, who was all but a member of the Raiders because his dad was a photographer for the team way back in the 70s. And when the guy had his son, Deshaun Jackson, he would go with him to Raider games, wore Raider clothes, the Raiders are my team, all through his youth and growing up. And then suddenly he's in the NFL, and he teases us 3 times when he had opportunities to sign a new contract with us and go somewhere else and come to us. And all 3 times it just ended up being leverage. You know what I mean? And I found out he even commented about it in one instance. I believe it was the time that he went to the Rams, and the first time he went to the Rams, and he was just like, yeah, the negotiations with the Raiders were just, you know what I mean? I knew I was going to be this or that. Come on. Tanamoku, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Troy Gill, how you doing, man? Welcome. James and Princetta Walker, my good friends in the house. What's up? Welcome to the show. Mama Bear said, tomorrow we're donating food and all the new plates, utensils, cups to the Modesto Gospel Mission to help the homeless over the upcoming Memorial Day weekend. That's right. That's what we do. Osa Raider said, that's my president in Germany, Mark Raider Nation. Oh, wow. Mark Raider Nation. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. I always show respect to presidents. I didn't realize. My bad. Ronnie Jones, been a long time. What's up, man? Ronnie Jones, it has been a long time. I was going to talk mostly about the schedule a little bit. I know some people were a little bit bent about it. And I just wanted to talk about the schedule a little bit. I was just kind of catching up with people because I noticed I had a few people watching that I hadn't seen before. And as a rule, I try to say hi to everyone before I really get started, because it doesn't take me too long to really go through the news of the day, because remember, we're in the off season right now, so when most of your other Raider shows go off the air for, a month or so and don't come back until you get much closer to the preseason and the regular season, I stay on I never go off. There is no off season, because there's, the draft, there's free agency, there's UDFAs, all that stuff. Then there's camp, and there's always news. You know what I mean? If you're a devoted Raider, there's always news. You know what I mean? You don't see Mitchell Renz, closing up his tent because it's the off season. The guy just got engaged to his girl. He's getting ready to get married. And then what is he doing the very next morning? He's up, he's doing his show. That man works. I got respect for that. Nene Marketos Canning. What's up, Nene? Welcome to the show. And I can't wait to meet you. Welcome. And I appreciate that. And I mean that honestly. I'm just a guy like anyone else. I know a lot of information. I may be entertaining and, funny and that kind of thing, but I'm a Raider fan just like you. And I love meeting, new people. Stephen Rose, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Great picture, brother. Greetings, Raider Bear. I'm going back to DC tomorrow. Oh, Doc Raider, what's up? Drive safe, okay? Thorin Travinsky, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Frank Zander, what's up, man? Hi, Raiders! Frank Zander, who shouts Raiders better than you, boy? That's right. It's a war cry for me. Good job, Tommy. Good job. Bear, rumor has it that Devontae is unhappy with where the Raiders are going with the rebuild. It's not a rumor, Corinna. He's being vocal about it. But the issue is he's still a contracted player. And I don't like the fact that he's upset, but at the same time, I think he has to take into account that he's still got a lot of time on his contract. I mean, a lot of time. He doesn't really have leverage. He can make these comments to try to put pressure on Josh McDaniels and Mark Davis to make a move if he doesn't get it done. But in reality, you can take a deep breath. You know, he's not – Devontae Adams is not going anywhere. And to be honest with you, Devontae Adams is the kind of guy that his numbers are starting to look Hall of Fame-ish. You know what I mean? He's right there. You know what I mean? In truth, he has the numbers, but I mean, he's right there as far as he could break into some categories, you know, with most catches, total yards, touchdowns. You know, he could have a lot of categories where he's, you know, top 5, top 10, and he'd have to play, you know, though at that Pro Bowl level for the next couple of years. So I don't see him, you know, threatening to sit out or not playing or anything like that. That's not going to happen. Tanamoku, what about Quan Alexander Bear? Should we check him out? Tanamoku, you know, honestly, anyone that can play, you know what I mean? And I'm being honest with you, especially a guy, you know, that we can get something out of that's got obviously a few years left in him. If you can get that guy, you go get that guy. I've just always been about that. You know what I mean? I get bummed when I see we have money and they make low rent kind of moves. And I understand the business. I understand why they do it. You buy the Mustang 5.0 instead of the Ferrari, even though you have Ferrari money, because you don't want the Ferrari until you're sure you can win the race. Because otherwise you're paying for pop tires and the team that changes the tires and your coach and all these things, when in reality, you know, you can't win right now. You don't have everything in place. So you go get the Mustang and try to get better, get things in place, get the tire crew right, get the coach right, get the team right, et cetera, parts, the garage, everything's on point now. I got the right sponsors. I go, okay. We're making a move mid-year. We're going to change the build. We're going Ferrari. And, you know, I could see Josh McDaniels do that. I could see him do that. He may go this year with Jimmy Garoppolo, but that doesn't mean like mid-season that he's not going to be out there, you know, in the trade market looking for something else that he may see we need, you know, from the previous weeks. So if say week 6, week 7, he makes a move, it'll be because of things he saw in week 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and so on, leading up to those trades. So we didn't see that last year. So people say, well, come on, why would he do that now? Well, because now it's put up or shut up. He's already had his 1 year show the nation Derek Carr failing, even if it was propaganda. It really was the guy on the grassy knoll. Older people will get that joke. But, you know, you get rid of Derek Carr. Now that's over with. Now Derek Carr's happy. His brother's still pissy on podcasts talking trash about Mark Davis and the organization, which is silly. It just makes you look bad in the end. John Leon said, I see us going 4-1 in the first 5 games. Okay. Larry Brooks, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Larry Brooks Jr., excuse me. Show him respect to that. James Farrell, as a postal worker, we had our annual food drive this past Saturday. I hope everyone contributed. Right on, James. Raging Raider Rhino in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. The newly crowned dad yet again. Got his princess this time. James Farrell, wow. Congrats, 57. Tanamoku, exactly. It's all time. Chuck White. There! What's up, Chuck? Welcome to the show. Matthew Lincoln, Sue and Marcus Peters want to be Raiders. How you feel about it? Well, Matthew Lincoln, here's how I feel about it. I think we're getting both guys at their latest and their oldest age, which is the very thing that Al Davis built the Raiders principles on, is you build a team and then right at the last minute when it's time to hit the gas and go into the race, you find that bit of nos, you plug it in and you have it just in case because it gets you over the finish line. You know what I'm saying? I'm making way too many racing and Fast and the Furious references when I've been making I've been making fun of Fast X for like a month or 10 years now. I can remember laughing back in the day when they did the Fast and the Furious, and it was like the third one. And I was like, how long are they going to do this? Fast and the Furious 10? Little did I know my joke would come true. But I feel good about it. Sue is still playing high-level football. And Ndamukong Suh is not what I would refer to as an Iron Man, but at the same time, he really doesn't miss many games. You know what I mean? He isn't an injury guy. And Marcus Peters, we know how he can play, but does he still have it? It's been a minute since, we've seen him at his best, but is he still good? I would argue very. You know what I mean? Especially if we put him across from one of these young lions we have in camp now. Christopher Smith, to me, I think is going to win the job. I like him. My friend, Raging Raider Rhino, likes the other one, Jacorian. I always forget his last name, but the other guy we drafted, I love him too, but I just think Christopher Smith might be a little bit better. John Leon said, what's up with Brady buying in the Raiders and why not Magic Johnson? First, let's get past skin tone. I don't think it had anything to do with race, okay? Because your race has nothing to do with your money. Because as long as your money's green, it doesn't care if your skin is brown, white, yellow, purple, or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's not about race. I had someone actually make a reference to that, and I immediately quashed it. I thought it was silly. You can't play that card, not against Magic Johnson, because Magic Johnson's already transcended race. You see what I'm saying? People don't look at Magic as black. I know that sounds awkward, but I mean, some of you get what I mean. When you transcend color, Tommy, pay attention. When you transcend color, it just basically means you become so liked and so famous that people just don't see you as black anymore. They see you as Magic Johnson. They didn't see Muhammad Ali as black. They saw him as Muhammad Ali. You see what I'm saying? So, and he's done that. He's crossed over, so that it's not about that. Now with Tom, I can tell you honestly, he has stake, and it means nothing what he has right now. He has zero control. He has no say. He cannot hire and fire. He cannot really do anything. It would be no different than me buying stock in the McDonald's. Am I suddenly going to own it one day? No. But if I were a billionaire and I bought some stock, then you'd have to be a little bit cautious. Now, why do we still have to be a little bit cautious? Because we know Brady is a snake. Okay. Okay. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Okay. We know Brady's a lying, cheating snake. Okay. Piece of dirt. Okay. I'd use stronger language, but my little boy's watching me. Now, having said that, let me say, and I actually have faith. I think he'd actually I think his family would actually forgive me, but that's okay. But having said that, I don't think that you can relax because Brady is going to have a team behind him. Magic wasn't just Magic. It was Magic and a team of people he had behind him, and a pretty good one from what I've been hearing. That the NFL was high on Mark Davis trying to make a deal, and Mark Davis just flat out pushed him away. But then when it becomes Brady, he's interested. And I think it's just basically because you have to remember Mark Davis is still a little bit infatuated with that guy. He doesn't hold that resentment that Al Davis and Raider Nation does against him for stealing our destiny. Putting butts in ya, Kendall. How's that marriage going? Yeah, karma, comeuppance, okay? Your scrawny, horse-faced ex-wife. Never mind, I'm not going to be mean. Too late. She's a bucket, okay? Come on, let's be honest. She's not even attractive. I could find you thousands and thousands of Raiderettes that look 10 times better than her. All right, I'm moving on. Couldn't hold a candle to Mama Bear. That's what that meant. But anyway, he'll have a conglomerate behind him, so we have to be careful because it's real. The threat is real. You know what I mean? It really is. He will make an attempt at some point to try to push Mark Davis out, and he'll do it by playing behind the scenes. And what I mean by that is he will stay back. He won't do anything, but he will allow Mark Davis to hang himself with other things and all these lawsuits and pending things that are up against him. Guys, he's about to hit. He's about to have a lot of stuff thrown in his face. I just haven't talked about it because there's been no reason to. But I can tell you honestly, Mark Davis has legal lawsuits against him that are they're just pending out in the wind because he's using his lawyers to keep, pushing back dates on when it will actually have anything go into court and be decided, because he hopes that will keep the crowd and their interest in it away. But it won't, because the NFL, the paparazzi and the reporters, they'll all flock to it because they'll want them to, being the NFL. They're going to look for an opportunity to get rid of him. And okay, Raider fan, okay, but I'm saying I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Do you like Mark Davis? Be honest. And remember too, the guy has no background in business. Zero. He's just flying by the seat of his pants, making decisions. Do you remember, don't you guys remember when I was reporting, years ago when he went to get the amount of money he needed to build the stadium and they asked him where he got that amount and he went, I don't know. And then later on, like a month later, through research and study, I was able to find out that he literally just pulled the number out of the air. He just said, I need $78 gajillion. And then he ends up getting the loan. But overall, he ended up not really needing that much money. I know you're not hearing this reported. It's because it's just being, how do you call that? Blacklisted or kept out of the news, for lack of a better term. Okay, sorry, just 1 second. Just got to type one thing here real quick. Oops. I typed like an old mule with 5 thumbs. I'm not ashamed, okay? All right, well. Da-da-da-da-da. No, that sucks. Okay, hold on. No, I don't need that. No, I don't need that. What are you doing here? Oh, come on, don't do that. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Okay, so I don't like looking at something and then I don't want to start reading it or saying what it is until I'm sure of what I'm looking at. Okay. Okay. Is that right? It still doesn't look right to me. Hold on. Okay, no, see, that's wrong too. Okay, well, never mind. I was going to do it that way, but now I can't for whatever reason. Mainly user error. Okay, let's see. Oh, no. Okay, so first preseason, Raiders, San Francisco 49ers. Obviously nothing going on there because it's just the first preseason game. And then we have August 19th, Las Vegas, Rams at Vegas. Let's see. Then September 10th, Denver Broncos at Las Vegas Raiders. I take that back. I believe we are in Denver on that one. This one is written weird. Let's see, Buffalo Bills, Highmark Stadium. So it looks like we're in New York for that one. Yeah, we're in New York for that one. Should I skip over Raiders Chargers? I did. That one's in Inglewood. So we're on the road at our vacation home. I just love saying that. Okay. Okay, here we go. So Las Vegas versus Pittsburgh Steelers. Sunday Night Football. That should be pretty cool. I like what the Steelers did. I like what's going on there, but I would say that, hold on, I'm just clearing that. I would say that we have a good chance against them because they're as much in a soft rebuild as we are. They still have their head coach and they still have most of their coaching staff in place. So they're just sort of tinker replacing pieces, losing guys to age, just like they did with Roethlisberger. So they're in a soft rebuild like we are. I think we're a little bit better football team, though, than Pittsburgh. Hang on, let me grab my handy dandy notepad here so we can do this officially. Because I know you're going to ask me to give you wins and losses, and I'm going to do it just organically right now. So wins and losses, I'm going to give that one to us. Okay, and then obviously right after that, we're facing the Chargers. I think the Chargers are a joke. Until they get rid of that coach, I think they're going to keep losing. I think sometimes the Chargers have had a better team than is represented on the field because their coach is he's too headed up his over analytics, and he needs to stop. Okay, so then October 9th, we go to Raiders versus Packers. We're at home. I like that one. To me, that's a win because you got to figure. Wait a minute. Let me mark that down. So it was. Wait a minute. Is Denver? Am I mistaken? Is Denver not one of the preseason games? It's actually the opener. I wish I could see you guys while I'm commenting because I know you're probably telling me, dummy, it's blah, blah, blah. Let me go down here. Tony Make a Dip said Adams wants a bowl bad. Do O'Connell will play dinner than expected? Tony Make a Dip, what's up? Welcome to the show as always. And I would say to you that O'Connell will impress Devontae Adams or he won't. I'm gambling he will. If he does, it'll be enough and he'll shut up and he'll get down. Because if he's saying he doesn't like what he sees moving forward, then he's saying, I don't like that Jimmy Garoppolo is just a bridge to O'Connell or O'Donnell, excuse me, O'Connell. I said it wrong. But I could see where he'd feel like that because he's saying, I don't want to be with a learning quarterback. Because he would be, in effect, no matter how much O'Connell learns, he's still just a guy sitting on a bench that's young and hasn't played in the NFL. So that's the same thing to Devontae Adams. And, and I don't blame him. He doesn't want a kid messing with his potential at the record books. And I don't blame him for that either because it's more a business than ever before. And those record books are what makes him money. I hate Tom Brady more than you do, Tony, but to be quite honest with you, but it took me a long time to say his name without gag reflex. Travis McNeil, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. You have the same birthday as that guy, and you're a Raider fan. I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal if you had the same birthday as Tom Brady if you were like, a Cardinals fan or something like that. But you're a Raider fan. You can't be born on that guy's day. That's got to taste bad. You go and see your mom and you tell her that you have a problem with her. What's up, Mom? Here?
The Lakers had cut it to like 3, and then fucking Denver just turned it up and ended up winning the game.
Oh, nice! Hey, all you Laker
3.
fans, can you hear Mama Bear all happy and
3.
elated that the Lakers lost?
No,
Mama Bear,
it was a good game. But
I liked it too.
LeBron, they came back after being down a lot.
Yeah, they're going to make that push because they have to win game 1 or game 2. But if they win game 1, then you can just lose game 2. It doesn't even matter because you're breaking their home court advantage just by winning one of the 2.
Right.
So if you get the first one, you're desperate to get that one because then game 2 could be a chill fest.
Right.
Okay, now because they lost game 1, now they have to get rest and attack again in game 2. Now, if they do that and they lose game 2, now they're double exhausted, exhaustion deprived, going back to LA
So game
with
2
a day to rest.
is in Denver.
Game 1 and 2 are in Denver, yeah. Mile High, yeah.
LeBron and Anthony looked exhausted.
Yeah, well, because they have to give it everything to get it in that first game.
Yeah. Anyways.
And it's getting effed with, like my show.
Sorry.
trying to do something in here, Mama Bear, okay? That was a good
Sorry.
distraction. I appreciate it. All right, so moving forward. Yeah, Chargers. I was basically calling that Pittsburgh, okay. Buffalo Bills. That's all it doesn't say preseason on it, so I'm not positive. That bugged me. Okay, hold on. Do it this way. No, I can't do it that way. No. Okay, wait. Someone real quick. I don't care. I'll admit it. Who's the first game of the season? Who are we playing the first game of the season? I don't remember it offhand, and I don't have the schedule in front of me. Or maybe I do. No, I do. No. Everyone stop typing. No, everyone stop typing. Don't tell me I have it right here. Okay, the Denver Broncos. Okay, Denver was the first game. My bad. Okay, so everyone stop typing. No, don't do that. Okay, so starting with the Denver Broncos game, we're going to be in Denver, and Denver's defense is legit and getting better. And so I would think that I only looked at my pen because it was upside down. I didn't think I had a booger. Don't do that. I'm classy. Okay, no, don't do that. But Denver, Colorado, Denver Broncos, I'm going to call that a loss. I'm going to show Denver a little bit of respect here. I'm going to call that a loss. And then let's see, Orchard Park, New York, Buffalo. But no, see, isn't that still preseason? It's preseason. We're going to beat him. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I think I might have pulled up the wrong year schedule or whatever online. I don't know how I did that. What's up with that? Okay, let me see. No, that's the same flipping thing. Wait. Okay, this is much better. All right. Sort of. No, that's not better actually. Okay, here we go. Finally. Okay, week 1 at the Broncos. I'm going to go ahead and call that a loss. Let's see. Now I'm trying to figure out if it's going left to right or right to left. Oh, okay, now I see it. Okay, so Buffalo Bills week 2. Oh, man, that's tough. Tough start to the season. I'm good. Honestly, I don't see. I'm almost like afraid to say this because I don't want you guys to think I'm crazy. But then again, you probably already do think that. But the Buffalo Bills, I think we're going to beat them because we can run the ball better than they can. We can slow down their passing attack, and everyone's seen that they can't run the ball. And I don't know that they made improvements to that. At least I know they picked up a running back or two, but I don't know until I see it. I'm not going to believe it. So I would say Buffalo goes down on the road. We shock the world, and we go to week 2, 1-1. Okay, so week 3, Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday Night Football. That's a win. I don't like where Pittsburgh's at. I think they're having a soft rebuild just like we are, and I think we get them. Okay, at the Chargers again. I think that's a win. That's our vacation home away from home. I think they go down, and I think we win. Green Bay Packers. This is with them at us. That's a win. Their quarterback, Jordan Love, will probably have his feet underneath him by then at week 5, but we'll probably still be able to punch some of the kinks out of him and get a win there, especially because we're at home. If we were on the road, I'd maybe look at that, not because of the quarterback, but because no matter who the quarterback is, usually by week 5, week 6, week 8, maybe, you're starting to get your legs underneath you and your offense and your players and your teammates. They're starting to know who you are. You know what I mean? You've traveled together already. You're at week 6. You're going to probably start to win game. Okay, and then let's see. After that, we've got the Patriots coming into town. We know how we feel about the Patriots. We saw what we did to them last time. I think we're going to smush Mac Jones again. And then let's see. At the Chicago Bears, I'm going to show the Bears some respect. I think they play good defense. I think they've made some nice moves. I'm going to show the Bears some respect. I'm going to call that a loss, week 7 in Chicago. And I'm going to call it that not because I think the Bears are better than us, but because I think with a gambler's mind, not with a fan's mind. I know that there's going to be losses in here that we don't account for. There's going to be teams, for example, in the very next week, where are we at? Week 8, the Lions, we're at the Lions, and the Lions have made drastic improvements. They are a much better team. That coach has them motivated. Their fans are starting to go to the games. The players are starting to notice it, and they're talking about it openly, about how they want to keep this momentum going. That quarterback they have, Jared Goff, is mature now, a veteran, has a gun of an arm. I mean, they've got a shot. They've got a shot. The Lions going to be nice. When I say a shot, I just mean they could make the playoffs. I don't think they're necessarily a Super Bowl team, but they look like they're going to take their piece of flesh. They're going to hurt some teams through this season, and I'm going to call that one another one. I hate to say that, but I feel like that's going to be a little bit of a road trip for us, that we're going to have some struggles. Then we go into New York. We face our previous New York comes to us week 9, and we face our previous tight end. I'm going to call that a win. The Giants didn't account for their quarterback other than to keep the one they have. I don't think he's a winner, at least not in that situation. Had he been traded to Green Bay, I probably would have been excited. Had he come to us or the Cardinals, Daniel Carlson, I'd probably be excited. I think he's got the tools and the potential. I just think he's in the wrong place. I don't think the Giants are the team to cultivate that kid. Now the new coach they have is, and so could he be the guy that turns things around for Daniel Carlson? Maybe so. So I might be speaking it into existence. But yeah, that's that. So New York might be a little bit of a trap game, but that would mean I was saying we were going to lose 3 in a row. And I don't want to say that, but I mean, that's a tough little run, because the Giants are going to have Saquon Barkley back if he's still healthy by that point. That is week 9. So, and he does get banged up. So we'll see. I'm going to call it a win for now. Okay. Sunday night football against the Jets. I'm going to say the Jets come in and get that one. I don't like the Jets, but at the same time, by week 10, Aaron Rodgers is going to know that offense. He's going to know his teammates. They're going to probably be coming off of either a win or a loss, who knows what, but regardless, whatever it is, at that point in the season at week 10, it's going to motivate the hell out of them. You know what I mean? So they're going to come into Las Vegas, and it's premier Sunday night football. That's going to motivate them. So I could see that being a tough game. And then Sauce Gardner, that defense, they're pretty nice. You guys know I love my Raiders, but I can't sit here and say we're going to win every single game. But there you have that. All right, so the road game at the Miami Dolphins. That is where TNBC crew is going to black out the stadium. We're going to black out Miami. I'm calling that a win just because we're going to bring such a mojo to Miami. That, and I think Miami's in kind of a funk right now. They don't know if Tua Tagovailoa is the guy. I already know he's not, but they're going through the paces with him. Probably going to see him catch another concussion or two. In fact, I would even argue that because of where this game is scheduled, week 11, there's a chance that Tua may not even be in this game. He may get concussed somewhere around week 7, week 9, and suddenly has to miss 4 games, and we end up playing the Dolphins even more shorthanded than whatever they may be as a result of the rigors of the season and being at week 11. So we'll see. Okay, then the first of the 2 grudge matches, the Super Bowl champions in Vegas, week 12, Kansas City Chiefs, Las Vegas Raiders, the brawl for it all. And I think we give them the business. Oh, I'm not kidding. I think we give them the business. Now, before anyone says, Bear, come on. I mean, I know we might win, but what are you talking about the business? What I mean is Josh McDaniels and our offense is going to be clicking well enough by week 12 that we might be able to put a little hot sauce of our own on our offense for those Chiefs and end up in a barn burner where we win it 38-34. Remember, the Bear said it. 38-34 Raiders, week 12. Book it. I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. It happens, okay? Then week 13, we have our bye. Then coming out of the bye, we take on the Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings, week 14, and it's in Las Vegas. So Although I think the Vikings will be a challenge, I think they're a playoff team from last year. They have a poised quarterback. They've got, some salt in their mouth from the way they lost last year because they really felt like they were a good team and had a shot at having a Super Bowl win, because they were undefeated, I think it was, for quite a while. But we'll be coming off the bye, hopefully off of a win with KC. If not, we're coming off a loss. We go into the bye, we lick our wounds, we lift our weights, we eat our vitamins, drink our milk, and then we go into this and beat the you-know-what out of them Vikings and their skull nonsense. Then it's Thursday night football. That's the screw job right there in the season, if you ask me, because you have the week 15 Thursday game and then week 16 right into it with Kansas City coming out of the Thursday night game. So once again, it's like they sent food poisoning to every Raiders hotel room the night before the game. So we're still going to be able to play, but we're all going to be vomiting and not have our cardio, and the NFL is seeing to it. That's sort of their way of popping a tire in what we're doing. But see, I don't care. I know it sucks. I know it seems rigged and all that stuff, but I don't care. I say we go in there. I say we go in, we win. We're going to be at home. So yeah, it's week 15, but we're going to be at home. We're going to be on a roll after that win against the Vikings. Now let's go into Christmas and give the Chiefs the business. Guys, can you imagine? When would there be a greater win than that? Especially when it's so close to the end of the season and we get a chance to just pop a tire in their little playoff run. I love everything about that. I know everyone's mad that they gave us a Christmas game and they made it look like they're trying to embarrass us by giving us the champs. You know what I mean? But hey, bring it on. Bring it on. They're in our division. We got to play them anyway. You want us to humiliate them and their fans on Christmas? Good. Because remember, NFL and the people who scheduled this game, while I put foots in you, remember that if they win, nobody cares. You're touting this game like everyone expects them to win. You're serving us up like raw meat for the Lions. But you better hope that raw meat don't hit back. Because if we win that game, we humiliate them for decades. This game will be taught to our grandchildren's children while they sit on our nap Christmas morning. Oh, little Joey R8RBEAR the 15th. You wouldn't believe, I'll be a cyborg by then. You wouldn't believe how we beat Patrick Mahomes, that little redheaded son of a bitch. Oh, sorry, I'll stop cussing the grandbaby. That little son of a, don't tell grandma I said that. But anyway, I don't know, we're going to win that game. Okay, and then we are at the Colts. After that, I'm calling that a loss. I think the Colts are solid. I think they're going to be on a run to get into the playoffs. And I think the Colts smell something. I really do. I think the Colts smell something. They're one of those teams that, to me, they're acting like they don't want people to know, but that they think that they're close. And usually teams don't act like that unless they are. You know what I mean? It's almost like they think they got the free agents they wanted and they got the guys they wanted in the draft and everyone came back healthy and the coach is ready and the owner's putting money into it. And it's, you know what I mean? It feels like something's happening with the Indianapolis Colts. They made aggressive moves and something's happening with the Colts. I think there's a chance that they make a push in the playoffs. I don't know about a Super Bowl, but I think it's possible. I really do. I think it's possible. And then our final game, week 18, which is history because we've never had this. Well, we haven't had this many games since way back in the 50s. They used to play this many games, but they haven't played this many games in decades, and now it's back. So it's fantastic. I think it's great. I really do. I think it's great. I think that also the idea that's being floated around that they're going to allow the teams to expand and say add something in the neighborhood of like 12 players to every roster. And before people scoff at that, remember, you don't have to pay all these guys top money. You're only paying some of these guys top money. So most of the teams would be able to absorb, 10, 12 more guys that are making minimums next to minimum. This guy's getting, $758,000. This guy's getting $556,000. This guy over here is getting $1 million, et cetera, et cetera. And they just balance it around like that. If you look at our UDFAs and their contracts, you'll see the exact same thing. And you'll see what I'm talking about. And they just stretch it out. But what it does is it gives you more bodies that have potential to blossom and become something more than what you thought they were. They fight their way off the squad. They fight their way off of being considered a UDFA. get a real contract and then maybe even start. But in this instance, the reason I bring that up is because if they do expand and they do allow teams to carry 10, 12 more players, again, like they did in the old days, teams had larger rosters. It would allow for now an 18, which we're doing, but it would allow for an 18, maybe even expand it and really flatten it out and go with 20 game season. That would be dope. And I'll be honest with you, that's where we're going. I don't see any way we don't reach a 20-win season. I think we're going to reach a 20-win season. No doubt about it. Okay, so I called the Colts a loss. And honestly, I'm going to call the last game against the Broncos a loss as well. Well, okay, so I think I have us going 11-6. And I don't like that because now that I look at that, that just seems like too many wins. But it's not too many wins. It's like one more win than it's like being optimistic. And in other words, instead of saying 10 wins, I'm saying 11 wins because I think that the ball's going to bounce our way one way or the other. And I did say I thought there was a chance that we could double up on KC. Now, to put my logic behind it, I would say the reason I think we can double up on KC, plain and simply, is because, plain and simply, it's a rivalry game. We hate them. They hate us. I think we hate them a little bit more. And we've got to put a tire. We've got to pop a tire on this run for them to another Super Bowl. We can't let them get it back-to-back, and we absolutely can't let them get it in Vegas. The next Super Bowl is in Vegas, guys. And whether we're in it or not, I don't care. I want us in it. I want us in it. But if we're not, you see what I'm saying? I don't care. That's all I mean by I don't care. I do care, but I mean, I just don't want the Chiefs in it. It's more important that the Chiefs not be in it than we be in it. I'm that bitter. I am. Raiders! I'm that bitter. I just am. I can't stand it. TNBC crew. Right there. I'm all TNBC'd up tonight. That would be great to win this year versus the Chiefs. I'll be feeling like we won the Super Bowl. Travis McNeil, I think the Chiefs got better, but I think the Raiders will get better. I think the ball will bounce our way. And more importantly, no team can just consistently year after year just whoop the other team year after year after year. It happens, but it's very rare. You usually at some point have the other team break through. And I think this might be it. At the very least, I think we'll get a split. At the very least, I think we'll get a split. I think that game against us in Las Vegas, I think that's very winnable. I think the game for us against them in Las Vegas, very winnable. And if we get that, we might not get Christmas. They're going to be pissed. Andy Reid's going to come up with plays that somehow illegally allow him to have 5 more receivers on the field. He'll find a way. He'll do one of those whirling dervish things he does and send 6 guys into the pattern. And I don't know how he'll do it, but he'll find a way if we beat them at home. He'd be like, no, we can't lose Christmas. Tony, make it dibs. And I disagree with the Broncos story. They are going to have growing pains with Sean Payton. Tony, make a dip. I don't disagree that they'll have growing pains. I think the problem with your analysis, though, is that Sean Payton is that dude. In other words, he will get their offense right. And what I mean by that is he won't put his ego into it. And for those of you who don't know what I mean, and for those of you who do, I'll be brief. But he will fix it, but he won't put his ego into it. Hold on.